with your May general reading and a few astrological notes on the craziness that we're all feeling these days. In addition to lockdowns, quarantines, and viruses, we also have some major political things going on and some fairly significant dynamics within our families and even deep down inside. We're all transforming and we're all just trying to keep up with the changes. But right now seems to be a time of really clearing out the past and letting things go, moving forward only when we're completely certain. And so we're getting a bit of support from the planets. I'm going to say support as opposed to challenging because, you know, it's all in perspective, right? But May's pretty intense in terms of its alignments and various happenings. So I'm just going to go through my list. It's taken me a few days to put this information together, and I am behind on these reports. As you can see, it's, you know, May the 4th. So, yeah, I'm going to just start with May 5th. So that's tomorrow in my world. Who knows when you're going to be reading this, but I'm sure it'll be helpful then as well. May 5th is the big lunar nodes are changing. So for the last 18 months or so, we've been dealing with, 18 months, we've been dealing with Cancer and Capricorn, the Cancer-Capricorn cycle. And so one of the interesting things that I found when I did the research was that when the lunar nodes are in Cancer and Capricorn, it tends to herald important points in history. And ironically enough, just at the tail end of Cancer and Capricorn, the last time that it happened, we were gifted with 9/11. So a couple of months ahead of this switch up, well, I don't need to tell you where we're at. So thankfully, we're going to be moving into the Gemini-Sagittarius cycle of the lunar nodes, which is a much lighter energy. Capricorn and Cancer, you know, these are, you know, the themes around both of those signs. With Cancer, it's very much around family and your intimate, closest home-type relationships with your mother, and so on. In Capricorn, it's about your work-life balance. And Capricorn is very disciplined and not about fun at all. So we're flipping out of that archetype and into the Gemini-Sagittarius one. But before we can truly enjoy those dynamics, like I said, later in the fall, we have Venus going retrograde. So there's purpose in that. And Venus is in retrograde from May 13th until June 25th. But just like Mercury retrograde, we have shadow periods in front and at the tail end. So really we're not clear of this Venus retrograde cycle until about July 29th. This particular Venus retrograde will be very testing to all of our closest relationships. Severe in some cases. And that coincides with when Venus is square Neptune. So that happened on May 3rd, so that was yesterday, and it'll be happening again on the 20th, and then again July 27th. So these are points where it brings a lot of tension, and there's a lot of questioning as to what's real and what's imagined. So things also like mental health crises can also occur during these times. And, you know, Venus retrograde only does this once every year and a half to 2 years. So the last time that we went through this, it was in Scorpio in 2018. And that was all about death, rebirth, and transformation. So this time around, in terms of the global aspect of things, the kinds of dynamics that can occur during this time are things like civil war, because freedom of expression, the Gemini aspect of freedom of speech and expression, the themes tend to be pushed way up front. The other thing that's happening is May 16th to the 20th is when our sun is in alignment with Alcyon which is the galactic center. So at this time, for about 4 days, we're going to get blasted with a whole bunch of divine feminine energy, which is great, but it can also bring a bit of chaos. And in the mix with everything else, it's definitely a time to stay alert. Continuing with our theme of Gemini, May 22nd, we have a new moon in Gemini. And this is going to be sort of our, if I were to make any plans to do anything, of course, within reason, within our current circumstances, May 22nd would definitely be the day. It's going to be the day when we're going to be feeling a little lighter and probably a little bit more motivated, maybe not as consumed by the fear energies that have been swirling around us all for the last couple of months. But I do want to also caution you that we are also coming into the eclipse cycles. So June 5th, we're going to be we're going to be dealing with an eclipse that has some very, very severe aspects to it. So watch out for being impulsive, losing control of your temper, and also there is the danger of war. And if you do live in an area where earthquakes are common, you may want to take extra precautions around the first week of June. So that's about all that I have for now. But I hope you enjoy your readings, and I'll be back with more this month. Thanks again for joining me. Hi there, Aquarius. I hope you found the astrology helpful to you. Now we're going to see what the tarot has to say for May 2020. All right, Aquarius. Real mixed bag here. But the hidden energies are that you have a plan. So let's just go around these cards, and then we'll clarify them in just a sec. We've got the Three of Wands is your central focus. So you're looking forward. You are waiting for your ships to come in. If you've got this kind of plan thing happening in the background, you have your target set. Your obstacle is the moon. So the moon can represent a Cancer or a Pisces. It can also represent kind of the unknown too, crossing a threshold into the unknown. And you may not be very comfortable with that, but it's kind of minor in your whole spread here. Because at the bottom, the foundation is the sun. So the sun can also represent a Leo. So there may be a Leo person in your life that you're dealing with, or you're just generally happy. You're Kids are good. Family is good. Everything's good. You know, all things considered. In the past, we've got the Star, which is your card, Aquarius. And, you know, you had a plan. You're happy with what's going on. And so the energies that are crowning this whole situation would be the Knight of Cups. So this could be an offer of love. It could also be an apology that either you're giving or someone is giving to you. The Six of Swords in your near future is the card of recovery. It's from moving from rough waters to something a little bit more calm. And it can also represent travel, although I'm not sure how applicable that is for any of us. But this is the card that concerns me. The Seven of Swords. And it's in the position of you. So, you may be holding back. You might also be trying to get away with something. I don't know. You do have the devil in your environment, so this is temptation, this is toxic patterns, addictions, that sort of thing. And then in your hopes and fears section, you have the Four of Cups. Oh, pardon me, Aquarius, it's been a long couple of days. So I think that your fear is that you may have missed out on an opportunity. But your final card is the Death card, which is total transformation. Can also represent a Scorpio. So, yeah. So for whatever that story is worth to you, I'm going to get the little cards out here and clarify things a little bit. So let's start at the beginning. We'll start with the Three of Wands. So Queen of Swords I always kind of see as Aquarius anyway. Can represent any air sign. Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Oh my goodness gracious, I am yawning so much. My apologies. So, you know, theoretically you've been communicative about the direction you want to go in. And you could be reconnecting with your children. You could be reconnecting with someone from the past. Oh, look at that. That is also the reunion type card or celebration. So celebrations with family could be on deck. I'm not going to take those two cards. I think I just was meant to see that one. And then for the Moon card is your obstacle. What don't you know about this situation? Yeah, that there's juggling of options, situations, an effort to get clear of drama. Two of Swords. You might be trying to choose between two people. If this is pointing towards relationship, or two options. Maybe there's two jobs, two places to go, this sort of thing. You're not really sure because you don't have enough information yet. So why are you happy? Well, you're happy because you're manifesting and you are resolving the past. Yeah, and there we go, Death card. And this is a total transformation of your life, essentially. So, let's see, what were you hoping for in the past? for justice. Either that or a Libra. But, you know, you were just wanting to find balance and justice, just basic, simple justice from whatever you were moving out of. Yeah, and there's an offer of love, either something that you'll be making or that someone will be making to you. This could be a deeper level. I mean, theoretically, this could be what you're... Yeah, let's get there when we get there. So, for the Six of Swords, yeah, there's some communications. And it's like seeds have been planted. You're not really sure what's going to happen with it. Oh, look at that. I can't make this up, man. Look at that. And that's leading right into here. What is going on, Aquarius? Okay. So, maybe you have some options with work, but you're not being honest with your partner about it. Maybe you're holding back because you've made a decision. Yeah, that's really more aligned with your truth, which is very, very appropriate for now. You know, retrogrades really force us to get real, and especially when it's in a with, you know, a group of planets that are doing it. There, what did I get to clarify? The devil? I got the devil. Oh, God, love you, tarot. Oh, my goodness. And it's, oh, my goodness, it's all about traveling, about work, about secret plans for the future. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely have an idea that's going to take you out of these toxic situations. You know, the time is now. That's why the Death card has come up. The time is now. Whatever was toxic in the past, Aquarius, is leaving. Like, and it's as simple as the one decision. One little decision is going to change it all. And you're keeping it to yourself. Yeah, because you have an idea. You're inspired. Look, see? Look at this. But you're afraid you're going to miss out on an opportunity if you don't move on it fast enough. But you know what? No. This is part of what you're being enlightened about. You want to be wise. You want to make the right decision for a change, I'm hearing. I want to make the right decision for a change. That's kind of, you know what I mean? Like, and look at that. So, with the Lovers, this is changing your dynamics in love. It's creating new opportunities for love, or a renewal of love, but taking it nice and slow. Okay? Because you have everything you need. You are abundant, you're solid, you're grounded, and everything's going to be fine. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. Bit of a story. Bit of a roundabout, but at least Aquarius is getting rid of everything toxic. Everything toxic is gonna go. Yeah, like talking smack. So if you've been kind of a gossipy one, it's probably, yeah, I don't know, talking smack. What, I think of that as being kind of gossipy, but, you know, I'm not gonna try and interpret it too much. Because at the end of the day, you're a superhero in your own graphic novel. All right? So thanks for joining me again, Aquarius. I will see you next time.